permits in October. Mortgage rates also rising 6 of the last 7 weeks. And with the election of Donald Trump, many are wondering what's next for the housing market. For more, we're bringing in Zillow Group CEO Jeremy Waxman. Jeremy, great to see you in person.
Yeah, happy to be here. Glad to be here in person.
So let me start kind of broadly, big picture, Jeremy. Talk to us about the housing market. We know there are challenges, but you have very unique line of sight there. So what is Zillow seeing?
The two big challenges in the housing market are affordability and availability. Right, so high interest rates, high home prices, that really squeezes most buyers. They're struggling to afford. And then listings, supply, right, new inventory in home builds are also down sharply from pre-pandemic levels, as many folks are trapped into a lower mortgage rate, putting off that move, and we are chronically underbuilt in new construction. And so those two forces mean really challenging housing market for buyers.
So there are all these challenges, these hurdles. What does it mean for Zillow?
The good thing about Zillow is we're able to grow our share of transactions regardless of the macro. Our strategy is to build integrated software, give a buyer, a seller, a renter the ability to get that transaction done inside of Zillow, use our software, use great agents we partner you with, use our home loans loan officers to actually get the purchase done. And our share of transactions is so small relative to the size of our brand. Our goal is to get it to just 6% of transactions by the end of next year. So we're able to grow our business, and you're seeing that in our results, regardless of the macro environment.
I'm curious, as you see this growth across the business, are there certain areas of the region which look relatively stronger than others?
We see a similarly challenged market pretty much nationwide. It's challenging out there kind of everywhere, but we see our residential revenue grow, we see our mortgages revenue grow despite a challenging mortgage environment, and our rentals marketplace is also growing nicely, now a fifth of our revenue.
We were talking off camera, Jim, we were talking about who actually is moving right now.
That's right.
Who is? I mean, who do you see out there? Who's in the market?
The long-term average of home transactions is 5.5 to 6 million a year. We're down in the low 4s, and that is the folks that basically need to move, right? There's always jobs, kids, family, life events.
Basically.
The life moves are what's happening right now. The pent-up demand to move is there. We actually ask sellers, are you planning to sell? And that's a percentage that had been pretty historically stable for a long time, and it's elevated over the last couple of years. That's that sign that folks are really trapped in a way, putting off a move, staying a little longer, waiting for maybe rate relief, waiting for it to be easier.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the affordability, right? So the 30-year fixed, I was just checking Mortgage News Daily, we're back to 704. Where does it have to be, do you think, Jeremy? I mean, to motivate and spark more meaningful activity? Is it 6? Is it 5? What would you be saying? What's the level?
I think the challenge with that question is the level changes the longer we go with higher mortgage rates. The folks who are waiting are going to eventually just make the move and deal with a higher rate. And we see that now. While affordability is challenged, folks are moving, and we're helping them move, right? Our mortgage business, we're growing originations 80% year over year in a challenging mortgage market. That's helping first-time home buyers, trade-up buyers, get their financing lined up and actually get that transaction done. So folks are getting it done, even though it's a challenging market.
You quickly mentioned rentals. I just want to double tap on that, Jeremy. What are the trends, the themes you're seeing play out there?
Yeah, rentals as a business is a great one for Zillow. It's now a fifth of our revenue. Many folks don't realize that. We are the largest rentals network in the country. The challenge for renters is they can't find all the supply anywhere. There's no national database of rentals, right? So Zillow set out to try and bring as much of that supply to one place as possible. And we now have the most listings, and we have great tools so that renters can shop, they can apply for a place, they can sign a lease, they can even do rent payments all on the Zillow platform. That's driving this huge audience coming to Zillow to shop. That's now driving rental property managers to want to advertise to that audience. So while the for sale market is a challenging headwind from a macro standpoint, the rental market, you see a lot of tailwinds, and you see a lot of advertisers looking to fill their vacancies with demand. Zillow, being the largest rental audience, is helping them meet that goal.
Let me ask you, Jeremy, final question. So Trump is moving back into the White House. Let's say he calls you, Jeremy. Trump calls you and says, Jeremy, what do I need to prioritize in terms of just U.S. housing policy? You say what, Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, I can't comment on the policies that will come, but as we talked about earlier, availability and affordability are the challenges, and we are chronically underbuilt as a country.
So
We
supply.
We authored a playbook called the Build the Middle Playbook. It's about policy, it's about zoning reform to help not just build more, but build more affordable housing, because more stock coming online will lubricate the market broadly and will affect all parts of the market.
It was just on that campaign trail, you heard both candidates talk about supply.
That's right.
It was a theme. Jeremy, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
It was great to see you.